And here we have our keynote too. And the topic for this particular keynote is AI-powered online and offline meetings. And here I would like to bring forth our second keynote speaker, Mr. Ravi Rajendra, CEO Qik meeting. So welcome. We are meeting for the second time today. Yes, welcome once again. And he's an IIT alumni and serial entrepreneur. He's the founder and CEO of Qik, an AI-powered office app. He also co-founded Qik Digital, a digital marketing firm under the GI Group with 1,100 plus employees. Wow. A tech innovator and international speaker, he previously founded Zynote and Educe Technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to give you another keynote speaker, Mr. Ravi Rajendra. Welcome, sir. Welcome once again.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. This is Ravi, and I'm an IITian, graduated 2007 batch. Been an entrepreneur almost since then. Yeah. So quickly, I'm gonna take it through this session all with AI mostly, and this is my company, Qik Office. So it's called Office for a reason, and I'll arrive at it. So let's imagine this, right? Many of you might be traveling, doing a business trip. Probably in the last week, you're there for 2 days on a business trip. So you had several meetings that are happening back in your organization, probably some discussions on strategies, some client meetings, and a bunch of other things that are happening back in your office, and some of them can be online, offline. Now, all that information, let's say there are 100 meetings happening in those 2 days, and on the third day you come back, you wanted to check with them, right? What happened? Is there any actionable to-dos out of it and all? So what do we have today, right? Almost nothing, right? I mean, literally, somebody has to manually take the minutes, and probably some emails might be there. That is all you have right now. But you have lost on the other rest of the 100 meetings that are happening in your organization, right? That's what we are solving for enterprises, where we're dealing with a problem called the complex meeting problem, where an organization has several hundreds or thousands of meetings that are happening. And this information is actually very important information if the AI can process it and give it into a meaningful, actionable way, where you have some to-dos that are assigned to you and some to-dos that are assigned to your team members that you're working with, and you are able to aware of it in, let's say, 5 minutes. So the third day when you come, instead of wasting 4 or 5 hours of your time, you just spend 5 minutes of your time and you get everything that you want to know from the last 2 days. That's what we are doing here, saving tons of time, tons of money, right, in the process for the enterprises, and making sure that all of this information is not just available using AI technologies, but also in terms of in a most organized manner. Now that's where organizability comes into the picture. So Qik Office is the world's top AI office app as of today. In fact, I think there's no other. If you just open your devices, you don't even have an office app which can replicate your physical office, right? So that's what we are actually enabling for enterprises today. So quickly, coming to the problems, in terms of, I was talking about the complex meeting problem, in terms of having organized actionable to-dos, nothing we have today. And that's what, if you see 98% of all the organization have almost close to zero data on this, right? And even in the other 2%, hardly 10% of their meetings have organized data actually. And the second biggest challenge is you have office spaces today. We're going back to offices. The several meetings are taking place, and there's no actual technology support in it. And that's what we're actually solving for the enterprises as well. And third thing is, if you take in the entire world, just the professional meetings where you wanted them to be minuted, today we have less than 1% of them are actually minuted, manually minuted and available. Right? And imagine the kind of scope what we're missing out on this. And personal tools being used, right? I mean, how many of us still use for Office or WhatsApp and all? I know some of them are now using a lot more Slacks and Teams and other things for communication, but many organizations still have WhatsApp as their tool. And the most important aspect is, why don't we have an Office app in your devices, right? Which can actually truly unify every type of communication that we're dealing with, right? And give something with the AI advancements that we have today. Why can't it give it to you in a meaningful manner? And that's what we have built this Qik Office. It's actually is an office actually, where you have workspaces, rooms. So this is how it, so let's say imagine you have an organization, several meetings are taking place, and the AI working everything on all these meetings. First is gives you a very organized way of dealing with these meetings, right, where you have rooms which can be both online, offline meetings. And let's say there's an online meeting that is taking place in your organization now, and everything is minuted, available in the same room, and because it's aware of the people in the room, it can actually assign those actionable to-dos to the respective people along with the due date set, and also schedule the next meetings. Now it need not be online for that sake. In the same room you can actually have like this offline discussion where you have all the minutes available for the offline meeting as well. On top of it, we give several tools like scheduling to everything which we call as unifying of the business communication and collaboration, which will help you to streamline everything in your entire organization, and everything auto organized, by the way, the chat, the notes, the to-dos, the meetings, the recordings, everything auto organized, including whiteboards and everything. So that's what we are offering as a single office solution, which exactly looks the way you're seeing on your screen right now. And this is the solution that we are enabling for enterprises with great data protection as well, because everything is bound to your enterprise. All the data, whatever rooms and workspaces created by your organization, all belong to your organization, and the security is at the room level. So anyone who's joining, who's inside the room is always the only people who will have access to that data. So these are our innovations. We have almost 30 innovations in this space, surprisingly. Many people think there are like already sorted space, but we have exactly 30 innovations as of 10. We're working on another 6 innovations, which you will not find in any other app in the world, right? So right from innovations in scheduling, right, and one-click scheduling, where how much time does it take for us to schedule, to appointment calendars, to fastest, one of the world's fastest online meetings we are able to give to our customers. You just join any room, 1 second, less than 1 second you can join any room with both video and audio on. And we are also able to give we are the first actually to introduce in-person meetings in a room context and give it to our enterprises. We also give one-on-ones and several apps on top of it. So this all belongs to the one room actually, right? And these rooms exist in different workspaces, and you can organize everything across your organization. So the minutes are actually the best part of the tool, where the communication is being converted into meaningful collaborative data and actionable to-dos that are assigned. So that is what our innovations are. So we have several USPs, especially from we have some of them are patented also, where we have made sure that from the context driven meetings to how do you switch from one meeting to one meeting in less than a second, to several other innovations we have, which are our USPs. We give enormous productivity to our to our customers, because at the end of it, that is the most important thing, that we are able to save time for the enterprises. And we have also we also give enormous security, right? We have in fact 3 innovations just in security. One of it is called the data cocooning, where let's take a context of an enterprise where this is their organization data, right, and most want to be most secure. So what we have created is the ability for them to cocoon their entire data, whatever communication data, it can be meetings, it can be chat, notes, anything, and able to give them in a cocooned manner where they can actually control the mechanism of how this data is stored in a particular place. So this is called enterprise data cocooning. We have room encryption technologies and other innovations which help make sure that the entire data is actually very secure, and also very private as well to the current concerned people. Yeah. So we save roughly about $200, because we're not just providing you just an office, interesting office app for the first time, but we also are able to make sure the other redundant apps across communication and collaboration are taken out from your enterprise, and thereby save enormous cost. Some of our customers, so we have been in about a year now. So we were actually called as Qik Meeting. I think we were here in the WAFit also as Qik Meeting. So we are now rebranding ourselves into Qik Office, because we are the first to give the office app, and hence we are like more inclined towards giving it as a solution, as an office solution for our customers. We have these are all our customers currently. We have other customers which I have not added here. So this is a huge market in itself, especially from a point of communication and collaboration. So if you see, it's already, as you know, a lot of apps in this space where they are all disjoint apps where they are available, and there is a existing about $110 billion market is available, and for SMBs there is about 50 billion market available in this space. What we are targeting is to make sure target about about 330 million in the next 3-4 years. That is what our target is, and achieve that market cap. So interestingly, what we are also not just sticking to this, we are also setting up a Qik Labs, which is going to come in the Bay Area probably in the next year or so, where right now we have already innovations in the Qik office space, and we are innovating more and more. For example, I will give you one simple example. So let us say in this table there are 5 of us sitting and talking in a room. So currently there is no technology that enables us to actually identify which person is speaking what, right, and assign the respective task to the other persons, right. So that is called the voice diarization problem, and we are actually solved it. I mean, we are bringing it live in the next 2 months. So we are testing it across different cases, different languages. In fact, we support 99 different languages that you can speak across the table, and it can still support all that mix of languages as well, right. So that is the innovation that we are bringing in, where post a in-person meeting with 5 people in a room, where we will all beforehand will collect the voice samples, make sure that the tasks are assigned automatically, and the scheduling of the next meeting, if anything was communicated, is already done post that meeting, right, all automated by the AI. So this is what we are working on for this year. So we are also enabling experience as a meeting, right. Meeting need not be always in person or online spaces. It can be somewhere in an XR in an XR device, so we are also exploring that in our labs. We are also planning to see if we can come up with a device which can sit in everything. In fact, I was recording on my phone this conversation, the previous other conversations. I have minutes for everything. So even if I am outside, I have left my phone here so that it recorded the session for me, so that I know the minutes of this meeting. Now it's in a room, it's in a private room, but it can be shared across, right. So the idea that you don't need to be there, but then you get the minutes in a nutshell, where I can understand the entire 30-minute session in probably less than a minute, right. That's the concept. So for that, you can have devices that can empower these kind of events and other things, where the communication can be captured. I can even understand the voice and divide it into the respective speaker and do it. And most importantly, we are also enabling that experience in, let's say tomorrow we will be having driverless cars, where I am traveling to from my home to my office, and it's a half-an-hour journey, 1 hour journey. We are wasting time on this, right. I mean, if I can give you a great experience in the mobility space, where you are able to have a quick meeting with probably holographic technology or just technology on the screen, right, where you are able to even productively utilize that 1 hour of travel. That's what we are also going to be investing ourselves, where we want to also support mobility meetings. And most importantly, we are also, our vision is to also give you holographic, right. I don't need to be there. I can have actually all the holograms of all the people who couldn't attend this meeting just there in the right places, so that you can even be in touch with them during the event, even if they couldn't make it for this event, right. So that's something I think it's very interesting 5-year project for us, but we wanted to get there. So this is our team. We have 5 of us, the founders. Anuj is one of our investor advisors, along with we have 4 other investor advisors. We're just closing our seed round now. We closed a pre-seed round 2 years back. So we're closing our seed round with a couple of VCs. Yeah. So, and yeah, just you can go, right now it's quick meeting. So if you want to go to an app store, download the app. It's available in all devices. So it's beautifully available, where you can set up your entire office there and do it. It's mostly driven for enterprises. So it should, I mean, we are right now focusing on enterprise driven sales and things. So it will come from the enterprise. So in case if your enterprise wants it, just get in touch with us, and we will enable the entire office, which also works in your physical office. Don't think of it as a replacement to your physical office, but more like a hybrid, where anywhere you're traveling your office, you are inside your office or outside, it just works beautifully, the technology. Yeah, we are slowly rebranding ourselves. Most of our assets are still in Qik meeting, but we are going to become quickoffice.com in the next few months. So, just wanted to take this opportunity to launch Qik Office also, because this is the first time we're actually exposing Qik Office. We have not yet done it. So, thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and thank you Anuj, and thank you WAFit team, fantastic thing. So, that's it from my side. So, I'm ready to take any questions.
Thank you. Fantastic product, Ravi.
Thank you.
One question. At an enterprise level, we are having multiple applications. The first question comes is adding one more, right? Now coming to more sort of a acceptable, adoptable product. What one organization is looking at, how can you interoperability between the other products like Microsoft Teams or something like that. So what are your thoughts around it? Like from a product per se.
That's actually the most important thing that we arrive at any enterprise. We don't want to really replace anything that an enterprise that you're doing right now. So we are very much integrated into a lot of Microsoft things. Right now, little bit into Teams, but not much. But we are into Outlook, OneDrive, SharePoint. So we are integrating into different other apps as well from a Microsoft ecosystem, as well as in the Google also, right? So in case if you're an organization into Google Workspace as well, we have several integrations that we are doing there. And the concept is the room is actually a full set of features, right? You can have your own apps. For example, your sales dashboard, for example, that might be coming powered by Zoho CRM, right? And there can be in the room, we can build an app where it can, when you are doing a meeting and you wanted to share quickly that information or the dashboard of that particular for that meeting that is required is available. So you can actually integrate that app also into the room. So it's a two-way integrations that we are looking at. The apps that will come inside the rooms, we call it as apps marketplace actually, where you can build your own apps into the room, and outward integrations where we are working with Salesforce, Microsoft, and other biggies where we wanted to make sure that this product is usable in those applications as well. So we are working on all that, and yeah, it's a long journey. I mean, I agree. We're kind of startup, so we have only few integrations now. Probably you can expect more in the next few years coming down. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I think another 3 minutes. So any other questions I can? Yeah. Thank you so much. You've been a wonderful audience, and thanks for the WAFit team for making this happen. Thank you.
अभी न जाओ स्टेज से कि दिल अभी भरा नहीं. Felicitation is still left, ladies and gentlemen, and to do the honors, I would like to call representatives from Expansify Labs. Can we have them here quickly? Thank you so much. It was wonderful to hear from you.
It's always my pleasure.